guys, my name's Amber and a couple of people have been asking me to make videos, so I thought if I'm going to do that it should probably be about something that I'm passionate about. So this video is about foster caring. I'll start with what a foster carer is. So a foster carer is someone who takes animals from shelter, so that's litters of kittens or puppies, or even some animals that have special needs, and will take care of them until they're ready for adoption. So with kittens and puppies, they have to be at least 1 kilo, and by that stage they're usually about 9 weeks old. So cleaning up after puppies and kittens. With puppies, it's usually about 3 times a day, which means picking up the newspaper that they use for going to the toilet. You have to take them outside to go to the toilet as well, and then you have to pick up their poop. With cats, it's a lot easier. You're only cleaning the kitty litter out every day or every second day, depending on how many cats are using that litter tray. So something that you need to consider is if you're going to be home enough. So if you work from, like, you leave home at 6 o'clock in the morning and you don't get home till 8 o'clock at night, you probably shouldn't be a foster carer. The point of fostering is so that the animals that you have in your home are getting more attention than they would at the shelter, and if you're not going to be home, there's not really much point. And the amount of cleaning that needs to be done is going to make it really hard for you to balance between your social life, your work life, and, you know, still getting around to taking care of the animals. So someone asked if you have to be a certain age, and you don't really. As long as you have parental consent, you can be a foster carer at any age. What you need to have to be a foster carer is a room that can be isolated with a hard surface for the flooring. So something with tiles or hardwood, or even just a concrete floor, is perfectly fine. The room needs to be something like a bathroom or a laundry room, so that they can be isolated and there's no way of them getting outside from that room. It's also a lot easier to clean when the flooring is a hard surface. So the shelter should provide everything that you need. So they will provide vet lines, food, bedding. I went to Kmart and just got a heap of cheap food bowls and a kitty litter tray and some bedding. When you sign up to be a foster carer, they usually have someone that will come out to your house and see where you're going to be keeping the animals and make sure that it's suitable for them to live in. So I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of foster care, because I think there's a lot of things that I didn't consider when I was signing up for this. The pros are, I mean, you're watching the most incredible thing. You're watching them be born, and then you watch them grow up, and you get to spend time with them when they're in that cute fuzzy stage where all they want to do is sleep and get pats and things, and it's great for that purpose. It's really good work experience if you're looking to sort of have a career with animals, which is what I'm looking for. So it is going to help me a lot when I'm applying for jobs, because I already have 2 to 3 years of experience volunteering. So something that's great is that even though it can be very exhausting and stressful at times, you know that you're doing something that makes a difference, even if only to that litter of kittens. And I know that shelters really appreciate foster carers. It makes their job a lot easier. The negative side of foster caring is that you do have to clean every day, and that means washing the bedding, sweeping, mopping, cleaning out the kitty litter. You wash the bowls a couple of times a day, and it can be pretty overwhelming when you are working or going to school and you're trying to have a social life and you're trying to clean and you're trying to give the animals the attention that they need as well as everything else. So it just is something that I think people need to consider. So my mum and I do this together, so if I want to go and spend a couple of days at my friend's house, she'll take care of the cats for me, and it means that I'm not being overwhelmed and having to be at home all the time. So the smell is another thing that can be pretty bad about foster caring, because they will be going to the toilet quite a lot, and it doesn't affect me because I don't have a sense of smell, but I know that a lot of people do, so it must be pretty bad. Another thing, and I think this is probably the hardest part, saying goodbye after spending 3 months, around 3 months, with these animals. You get very attached, and when you have to say goodbye and you know that you're never going to see them again, and you don't know where they're going to go, if they're going to get adopted by a nice family or a horrible one, it's heartbreaking. And last time I dropped off a litter of kittens that I'd had since birth, I cried so much, and it was really embarrassing, but I expect that I'm going to cry again. But so I think that's something that I didn't think about when I started to foster care. So I'm going to put a couple of clips in of the kittens growing up. I was lucky enough to be awake with my friend Pip, and we watched the birth, which I thought was pretty disgusting as well as being beautiful at the same time. So I have that on camera, so I'll put that into this video as well. If there's anything else you guys would like to know about foster caring, I can make another video on it and go a bit more into detail. So yeah. Goodbye.